The second video in Unit 2, Lesson Set 2, will examine how to reconcile a bank statement using Google Sheets. So Marina and Brian have a joint checking account. They have a balance of $3,839.25 in their check register. The balance of the bank statement is $3,450.10. Not reported on the statement are deposits of $2,135.67, $254.77, and $188.76. So you will see that these deposits are listed in the outstanding deposits section. And the 4 checks that are outstanding that they have listed here are listed in the outstanding check section. So in the spreadsheet, when we create a spreadsheet, the first step we would want to do on this is enter in outstanding deposits in cells A3 to A9 and outstanding checks in cells B3, so starting at B3 going to B9. The second step is we want to total the outstanding deposits using the sum function. So if you remember, that's where you go to Insert, Functions, Sum, and then you highlight the cells that are going to go in this part. Those are the ones that are going to be added together. You would total the outstanding checks using a similar formula. In cell C12, that is going to represent your check register balance. C13 is your statement ending balance. And for step 4, you want to calculate the revised statement balance. And the way you do that is you would take cell C13, that's your ending balance, okay? And you would add A10. So these are your deposits that are being added in. And then the last step would be to subtract your outstanding checks. And that formula is how you would get your revised bank statement. And once you have your revised bank statement, you want to compare it to what is in your check register. Okay, so if we look back up here, the check register balance was $3,839.25. And that is the same. So it's also listed right here as your check register balance. So you want to compare, is C12 equal to C14? Okay, you want to know, are they equal? And they created an if statement function. So notice it's got the equal sign. And the purpose of this function is just to determine if C12 is equal to C14. What you're looking at is this would show if it's true. So if it is equal, like in this case it is equal, then the statement, it would list the statement as reconciled. If it's false, if it's not true, and those two amounts in those cells do not equal, then this statement would have read, statement is not reconciled. So write a formula to calculate the sum of outstanding checks. So we know right off the bat we want to start with our equal sign. And when we add the checks, we're doing a sum function because we're adding them all together. And if you look at the cells, we're not going to use A3 to A9. We want to use cells B3 all the way down to B9. So the formula would look basically the same as the one in step 2. The only difference is it's going to reflect the items that are listed in column B. And that would be how you would reconcile your bank statement and your check register using Google Sheets.